Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? Tucker here with a brand new video for you guys today. Today, I am showcasing the Blink list that took me to Infinite. Just to let you know, this is another Shuri deck, but it is a newer iteration of the Shuri deck we made in a previous video. And this deck is a lot of fun, very straightforward, a bunch of different lines, and it goes freaking off. I'm going to show you guys a brief preview of the deck, and then we're going to break down each card individually. Here is the deck we are playing right now at the moment. I'm telling you guys, it is so much fun. As always, I'm going to have the deck code down in the description, and we're going to break each of these cards down individually, what they do, and why we have them in this list. So first and foremost, we have Psylocke on this list. So Psylocke is one of your cards you're using in this list in order to ramp out your stuff if you don't get your Hope Summers down. You use this with Ravonna. Be able to Shuri and Psylocke on turn 4 and then play your big card on turn 5. This, of course, is post or pre any OTA that might change Psylocke with the Ravonna interaction. I still like Psylocke in this list to be able to ramp stuff out. You just may not be able to do your Shuri interaction post OTA, but we can come back to that in a bit. You could also put Wave in this list instead if you want to just guarantee that you're going to get a 6-drop out on turn 4 or turn 5. But this card is absolutely disgusting, and it's another great pull for Blink. If you don't have Shuri in hand, you play your Psylocke, and then you Blink on 4, and then you get a big card out on 4, which is really solid. I've been loving her in this list. She's actually been one of the sleepers in this list for sure. Next, we have armor. We're dropping a lot of big power. We're doubling a lot of stuff. We want to have armor to protect our cards from the nasty man Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi just, is very counter to this deck, so we're doing this in order to protect from that. Also, it's great against the Destroy matchup to be able to lock in their card they're trying to play on potentially turn 2 or later turn. So armor is very useful in this list. Next, we got Jeff. We want to card this a little flexible to give us a little bit of location control or be able to move into locations that you may not be able to normally. This is still really good against like the Professor X meta that's out at the moment. It's another good card you could also potentially double to be able to offset a Professor X, something you can play onto Hope Summers to be able to pump Hope Summers and get your ramp out. Another just fantastic card in this list. We have Ravonna in this list. So Ravonna discounts actually a couple cards at the moment. I discard Psylocke, Taskmaster, Shuri, and Blob. This allows you to Blob on 5, Taskmaster on 6, your Blob, or it allows you with some ramps as well. And you can potentially do Taskmaster and Blob on the same turn together, just depending on what locations and stuff and what you were ramping out. But this is absolutely just great list, especially if you have like a turn 7 and you haven't drawn what you needed to draw, you could play 2 cards onto Hope Summers on turn 6, and then you could do Blob and Taskmaster both on turn 7, which is really fantastic. But this allows you to be able to get your ramp out if you don't have the Hope Summers, allow you to be able to Blob early, allow you to Shuri early if you wanted to as well, or play Shuri and Psylocke, like I was saying earlier, as the combo on the same turn. It is really solid. Then we have Hope Summers. This is your ramp card. You play your Shuri onto your Hope Summers. You can duplicate a 6-drop on turn 5, or you can play just, even if you don't have Shuri, you can play some other cards onto Hope Summers, so you can play a 6-drop on turn 5. It's pretty much ramp, so like you're getting your big stuff out as early as possible. Love me some Hope Summers. She's been a staple in a bunch of these Shuri lists I've been posting too, but fantastic. Then we have Shuri. Shuri, I mean, this is pretty much just a Shuri list. So, like, this is the main card you were looking for in this list. You are doubling your power, allows you to go bigger than Hela, bigger than Destroy. It's a weird matchup for Loki because Loki doesn't always get to be able to Shuri their stuff. So you normally go bigger than Loki when they're dropping all their stuff around. Absolutely fantastic card. Love me some Shuri. And, like, you're duplicating your stuff to be able to Taskmaster later, which is the following card here. Whatever you just duplicated with Shuri, you're copying their power to Taskmaster, so you have that same power in 2 lanes, and you're just super vertical. You have armor down, so your first card's not getting Shang-Chi'd. Even if it's like you're clogged up, it doesn't get turned into a rock with Cannonball. So it's just really spicy. And it just works, man. It just works in this meta right now. We have Blink, which is the brand new Season Pass card, which swaps out the card you just played with another card in your deck that has a higher cost. It is not a 1-for-1. So if you play like a 2-cost card, you don't get a 3-cost card. You could get a 3-cost card, but you could also get a 5 or a 6-cost card. So it's not like a just 1 power higher card. So like when we swap Psylocke out, we can get a bigger card, which more often than not we've been getting a bigger card because we've had some our curves some better. It's also for the Shuri interaction. So Shuri is the only 4-drop in this list. And if you have Taskmaster in hand, Blink will automatically swap that Shuri for a 6-drop if you do not have all your 6-drops in your hand. So that turns your Blink into a 5/14 and then allows you to get a 6-drop at the same time, or even get a vision at the same time too. And that would be from a 5-7 play to a 5-22 play if you get vision, or a 5-23 play if you get Red Hulk. And it just, the list goes on and on. Like, you can get so much value with Blink in this list if you do not draw your cards, which is what makes this card so good. Is if you brick, it's kind of like a Loki thing. It draws the cards you might need later. Just absolutely fantastic. We have Vision in this list. Another great card for you to double with Shuri. The cool thing with doubling this card with Shuri too, you can move it to another location, so you can Taskmaster wherever you'd like. You don't have to just keep this under the armor. You can get to locations you may not be able to get to normally. Of course, you can get into like Professor X lockdown lanes. But this is just, you know, a typical kind of Shuri, kind of Sauron package kind of card, and that's why we have it in this list as well. Another good card for you to play out onto a Hope Summers on turn 5, because then you'd have 7 energy in turn 6. But it works. It works really, really well. Blob, we do have a good bit of big power, especially if we don't draw our big cards. Blob gets pretty big. More often than not, I've been getting him more than 15, which is another great thing we can get for Taskmaster. You also don't always absorb your Taskmaster since it goes by power first. So Blob really works well in that sense. And also, he can't be moved. So Cannonball does destroy him, so you need to keep that in mind. So you're normally going to be playing Blob into an armor. But if you have your ramp right as well, you could potentially Ravonna, Psylocke, and play Blob on turn 4. Just because of the way he interacts with Ravonna, which is really, really nice. It's a great copy for Taskmaster. You have a lot of big cards in here, so like be able to swap some stuff out for Blob, like, or have Blob absorb them is really, really solid. You just don't Shuri Blob. Do not Shuri Blob, because Blob's interaction reveals after the Shuri interaction happens. You get no value if you try to Shuri the Blob. Next, we have Red Hulk. Another great card with people floating energy. If you're still playing a lot of Hela, Hela doesn't play a card every single turn, so your Red Hulk gets bigger. So if you're able to Shuri your Red Hulk normally is getting to like a 30 power, is what I'm seeing, 26 to 34 power, because of that interaction, because they're floating so much energy, which is another just great hit for your Taskmaster. And they don't play out like more cards often than not than 1 on turn 7 or turn 6, and they just play Corvus, so Red Hulk gets another +4 then, so it helps you out in that lane as well with all the RNG aspect of Hela going on. So this is just another great card for you to duplicate, another good card for you to ramp out. It's a really good hit if you don't draw Shuri for your Taskmaster, because more often than not, it's more than 9 power, which is bigger than a good majority of these cards we actually have in this list, so it really helps with that duplicating process. And then we have Magneto. Magneto's kind of feel like a token card we're seeing in a lot of my list. I mean, Magneto is just so good because it has the ability to drag 3s and 4s from where they were located on a lane, help you take those lanes potentially over because your opponent forgot about those lanes. It's another great duplication for Shuri as well, because it's 624, but with an ability 624, which is another good hit for our Taskmaster as well. This card is totally won me games. It totally loses you games too. It really just depends on what's on the board and how you can adapt to the situations. But yeah, that is the gist of our card breakdown. I want to say first and foremost, thank you guys for 1K subs here on YouTube. I am so grateful. It is an absolutely dream of mine to be able to do this for you guys, so I really appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into some gameplay. We're going to do some live gameplay, actually, at this point over here. This is a deck I used to hit Infinite with, but I want to give you guys some post-Infinite gameplay with this list. So we're top 150 right now. We'll see what happens. We're going to freaking kill it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. As always, the deck out's going to be down in the description below. And if you guys would like to see actually this content perform live, like we did last night when we streamed to Infinite, it'll be down in the descriptions below. My Twitch will be linked there, as well as my other socials. I appreciate you guys, and let's jump right into some gameplay. And we got a nice location over here, Muir Island. Muir Island actually works really, really well for us. Really, really well. What we got? X23... Another Jeff instead of an armor's little tricky for us here, in all seriousness. But if we can get armor on curve and take priority... Come on, give us priority. Come on. And armor. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't amazing for us. But whenever they end up floating energy, this will be good. Go to the far right. Middle. Okay. We float this. Hulkbuster into Carnage. That's a big X23. To Venom. Okay, so they're maximizing energy. I like it. If that goes middle instead, Stay middle, stay middle, stay middle. We have vision. And then we're going to end up probably playing... Oh, we play Red Hulk then. We have Magneto as well. What do you think? So, if they Zola here, we beat Zola. We lose to Zola here. I think they just play Null down. And they might just play Null middle. Play Null middle or Null left. Because they destroyed X-23 one times. 2 times. So that was 4 power on X-23 when she got destroyed here. Then plus 3 with the Hulk Buster on the Venom. So that is a 11 powered X-23. Or 11 powered Null. That'll be 23. Good. Let's go. Let's go. Huge, 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 huge.
Victory.
Just reading the room. We didn't even like shuri anything there, but like the vision and Jeff value there is incredible. We get KK Sparkles. Oh my goodness, the queen. Let's go, queen. GG's, let's run it up. Let's run it up. Here we go. Dark Dimension. Play armor down on the right over here. Here we go. This is so good for us in like all seriousness. Electro. Okay, so she's playing some Ram stuff, so she's probably gonna blink, maybe. I'm gonna do Ravonna into Jeff here so I can get some stuff down. Honestly, blink. Okay. An Iron Lad hits vision. I hit Red Hulk here on the right. And we stay safe. And then I probably blob or Taskmaster, but we're using the Hope interaction here to keep our Red Hulk safe. We don't play Taskmaster into Dark Dimension because if we play Taskmaster into Dark Dimension, he copies Ravonna. And we do not want to copy Ravonna.
We are the future.
Okay. That's fine. And there's a Taskmaster. So we are going to do this. And then we're going to do that instead. $15, that goes to 19. Which instead, we could move Jeff middle and then Blob instead, and Blob could get to 15, so I think that might be the safer bet for us, actually. Blob in the middle. They played a lot of card wave. So, okay. Move wave into Ravonna. Nocturne. Yep, much better play was actually the substitution middle. Much better play was the substitution middle here. You know, we get the maximum value we could get for Blob. Sweet. Sweet, sweet.
Victory.
We didn't necessarily get to do the Shuri interaction here, but in this situation, we didn't need to do the Shuri. We just needed to outscale power-wise. So that's what we did. That's what we did there. All right, here we are. Game number 3 over here. We got Shuri in hand. We have Blink in hand. Let's see how we roll, guys. Let's see how we can roll over here. If we do run into, like, a situation where we Shuri Blink, we'll do it. But, of course, we are still trying to win, and this could get... Oh, my word. Okay, well, this is just interesting now. This is just incredibly interesting. Okay. I mean, Taskmaster fails, we get Shuri down. Okay. Mobius. Baxter building. We have nothing. Wow, this is really bad. Really, really bad start. Really, really bad start. Shuri and Task were probably the two worst ones for us. It really depends. If we top deck Magneto. So we play Blink on the right here. We don't play him on the Shuri. We get Magneto. We have 2 lanes to mess around with here, and then we have Red Hulk. We just have a lot of power. Professor X. Cool. Because this card wasn't played, that Blink interaction didn't happen. So that's why I also wanted to show that. We lose to Cannonball here. Or Cannonball here. With Valkyrie, I'm totally cool with. Oh no!
Victory.
Oh no! And I mean, we did the Shuri Blink interaction, but it didn't work because we didn't play. We didn't play card. Shuri just played herself. That's so you guys know. The card has to be played for the Blink to work. Okay, that's just some science for you guys. Alrighty, heading into our next game over here. As you guys saw, oh my word, what a great game! What a great game to actually use Blink here. We probably don't get to use Shuri. But we do get to use Blink on curve. District X kind of offsets everything we wanted to do. Literally everything. But who knows? Maybe we'll get a crazy high roll. Maybe we'll get a crazy, crazy high roll. Like maybe it's a... I think we're going to Psylocke into Silver Samurai. Yeah, okay. So we're playing some Hella stuff. That's what I'm thinking. We have 4 energy on 3. Maybe we hit like a Hella or something here. This hits either Morbius or Taskmaster. So not great. They magic and invisible woman, so I don't know what their third card is. Dracula. And we hit Morbius. Fine. That's fine with me. We don't play Maria. We're going to play Blink on the Silver Samurai because we're going to draw either a 5 or 6 cost. We have Thanos in hand. It's looking a little spicy. I like that we're getting the Blink interaction here. We aren't getting any Shuri interaction at all. Iron Lad hits Mojo. Okay. Blink swaps out Samurai. We're going to play Blink left, actually.
Opponent snap.
And then we have Taskmaster and Thanos. I think we're sitting a little pretty. We're sitting a little pretty over here. I mean, what could go wrong? Rock Slide. Mojo. That not the last card I played? Oh, this card's busted. Gotcha. So this card just doesn't make sense. Or there's no higher cost card in my deck than... That's what it is. There's no higher cost card in my deck than Silver Samurai. That's what that was, actually. Oh, that's sad. So sad. I'm gonna go to 10, and I'm gonna do that. That's our best play. Nocturne, cool. Yellow Jacket. What do we have here on the left? Phoenix Force, sweet. Good dub. Good dub. Blink didn't work because there was no other bigger card in my deck, but
Victory.
we'll take it. We will take it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you also once again so much for 1K subs here on YouTube. You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't believe I get to do this full time for you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.